What's up, everyone? I see Mouth in here already. He's going to draft with us. Hopefully, we can get in together this time, Mouth. If Dakota hops in, we'll have him be the little guinea pig for us. We'll just call him guinea pig, although Mouth's very fond of guinea pigs. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Ray is here now. He's kind of here. I see him. Anyway, we're going to start the draft up here in a couple minutes, so let me know who's down to draft with us, and we will start this up together. The Field General Superflex. $3 entry. It is 100K to first, 50K to second, 25K to third, and all the way down. Banting in the playoffs gets your money back, so not great there. But guess what? We're gonna win this fucker. One of these fuckers, I think. I hope. Ray, you hear me? There he is. Mouth, are you ready? Let me know in the chat if you're ready. We will start it up on the command. Put a little clip here. Give us a second. Give us a second. And we're all going to join up together.
Alan, what's my character again?
You're the doorman.
Right.
And how many drinks have I had at this point?
You're not in the scenario.
I've had 5.
So, okay, marvelous. Let's begin whenever you're ready.
Excuse me, sir. Have you?
Wow!
What? Jesus Christ! Why did you do that?
Oh, well, she came at me, and that was sort of my instinct.
That was amazing.
That was great,
You
right?
got me like a foot off the ground.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt.
Didn't it make you feel humiliated? Did it make you feel small?
That's what it is. It made me feel teeny tiny, like Thumbelina.
That's what I was going for, Thumbelina.
Go get out of
That's
here.
the highest I've ever gotten.
It's never gotten me that high
You're
before.
like you haven't called the police.
Well, why would you call the police?
Oh, wait, hold on. Is that sexual harassment?
No, that is sexual assault.
Really?
That is sexual assault. Ray, can you hear me? Are you there? I can't hear you. All right, Mouth, we're ready to go. We're joining the Field General. Hop in now. When you hear this, hop in. Ray, we're doing Field General, so we're entering now. Here we go. 3 more to start. 3 more to start. 2 more to start. 1 more to start. Last chance to get in, whoever's out there. Last chance, get in with us. Draft with us. Draft grades at the end, A through F. Ray, I can't hear you still.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
What was it? I keep typing in Field General on this, and it's.
All right. Well, that's why you got to join the stream earlier and get ready, you know.
I was
Told you,
asking.
Field General.
I was looking it up.
Yeah. You go to NFL. You go to NFL.
Yeah,
You
I'm
go
doing
to.
that.
Well, yeah, we're already in the draft, so.
It's fine. Exactly. I mean, even when you were talking before, I was looking it up, and there's.
I'll show you.
random.
I mean, we did this before. Look. So we go games, NFL, Field General right here. There's Basketball Mania, Puppy, Field General right there. You see it now?
Mm-hmm.
So we have Mouth in here. It's just me and Mouth.
No, I mean.
All right. And, well, you're not going to be in this one, Ray. It's already full.
Well, it says the Field General Superflex Best Ball.
This is great content we got here, folks. Yeah, when you get in, like you got to get in this specific draft. There's a bunch of them, right? Like when they fill up, they just goes to another lobby. We had Lamar Jackson go at 1. Someone got Josh Allen at 3. That is wacky and wild stuff. It's a gift. Why couldn't I have the 3rd pick? That'd be awesome. Anyways, Mouth has the 5th pick. He goes Jaden Daniels. I have the 12th pick, so we're not next to each other. That is a gift from God. I hate drafting next to Mouth. Although we have different takes on a lot of different players, so I do like that. Jonathan's in here. What's going on, Jonathan? How you doing? Jamar Chase falls to 6. Surprised Jamar Chase doesn't fall lower because there's literally 0 chance to stack him because Joe Burrow also goes top 5. If we do another one, Ray, you can hop in that one with us. To be determined. Joe Burrow at 8. Shout out to Jonathan who won. You won the race, right? You sent us the results. Also sent me some pretty awesome merchandise. So lot nicer shirts than I have. Although our shirts are okay, but not as high quality as Jonathan's. Jalen Hurts at 9. I am up at 12. So Drake May is still on the board. Caleb Williams on the board. And there goes Drake May. 2 weekends in a row. Look at you. Oh, we're going to take Caleb. And then either Dak or JT. Let's take JT. Ray, thoughts on JT this year? Do you have thoughts on JT? Going RB5, roughly, RB4. You can't hear. You're muted.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. No, with JT at this point, he hasn't really shown us enough to like think less of him. I mean, he's still doing his thing. It just comes down to what we think that the rest of the offense will be, and on top of that, running backs always hit their wall at some point, or their ceiling, if you will. And JT, we've thought that it may have happened in the last couple of years. Hasn't happened. He's still killing it. He's been a top 5 running back. So depending where you get him, I think he's good value. It just, I wouldn't maybe necessarily overdraft him
I mean, he's going top 7. 7th pick, 6th pick, depending on McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's a little high, but he hasn't shown. I mean, he's shown having a great floor. It's that goes a long way.
Well, would you rather have him or CMC?
CMC.
Would you rather have him or JSN goes ahead of him. St. Brown or Taylor?
Where am I drafting them? Like mid to late round for both, like all 3 of those guys, roughly.
Mid first.
Right. Yeah.
So late first.
So we'll say, yeah. So we'll say like 5 to 7 or something like that. I mean, are we talking full PPR? Obviously, I assume.
Yep. That's what real men play.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I know. I'm just, I have friends who aren't enough to do that, but nonetheless.
At least they don't play standard. We all know standard is literally hell on earth.
I can't believe people do that. 100%. But yeah, I would still say so. JT, St. Brown. Who was the other third guy you said?
I just said those 2. JSN goes ahead of those guys every time.
So if it's full PPR, fuck, it sucks. But I may go St. Brown just because I've had him and I know what his floor is, and his floor is pretty high. His ceiling is still really big, but that's because, especially because with everything, like both teams losing firepower, with their whether it be offensive linemen and just the whole core of everything, that'll be a good pick. But I'll still stick with St. Brown. I've had him. I know that Goff loves him, so. But JT, I would still pick him in the first round. I think he's a good value. I mean, the guy, he hasn't shown us. Has he shown us anything to think different?
No, St. Brown's probably the safest pick in the first round, like in general, outside of like the top 5 guys. Right. Jake says a standard league is like making love to Helen Hunt while watching Michael Jackson watches. Whoa, that's gnarly. Matt Stafford just fell to us at 36. That's pretty cool. Let's pop him in there, and then we're gonna need to make.
So what's funny, Rob?
On the turn.
My buddy, one of my best friend, when I went to Eastern. So everybody, mind you, this was 2012, 2013. Or no, this is 2011. Nonetheless, I didn't graduate there, so I came back home, went to ECC, And so my buddy from Eastern, he lived in Bartlett. I befriended his best friends, and all of those, friends of friends at the time, when they met me, they were like, "You look like Matt Stafford." And I was like, "Well, thanks." Maybe not right.
Right now, it looks like he ate Matt Stafford.
Exactly.
I'm just giving you shit. I've gotten Ben Roethlisberger, which I don't like. I don't appreciate.
Well, I'll take Stafford over
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me just don't invite me to a bar and ask me to go to the bathroom with you, because that'll be bad news. Shout out Ben Roethlisberger for his rape tendencies. We love you. This is a good one from Dakota. More iconic nickname: Sweetness or the Juice? So Sweetness is probably a better dude. The Juice is just better. And also, it's more iconic because he's a murderer. I mean,
well, okay,
it's more iconic.
Rob, please, will you continue on with your original thought when you had with the Sweetness before you just completely cut it off in your brain? Elaborate what you meant. The Sweetness, we know Walter Payton is a great human being. The whole thing of everything, it is the perfect nickname. It's just admittedly, it's a goody two-shoe nickname because Walter Payton was just a good man. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say he did nothing wrong, but
no, he was a sweet man. We'll just say that we know he was a sweet man. That's right. Fact.
The juice.
If we mixed them, if we switched them up, though, I don't think that nickname works for OJ. I really don't think Sweetness works for OJ. He was fake sweet, right? He was like the sweetener they put in soda. I guess it's not real. It's just
maybe
fake.
What about the jury? Maybe he was a little sweetness to them. I don't know.
Oh, he's great acting. And if you remember, Ray, I had a team for a bunch. It was Juicing Ron Goldman. It's my fantasy team name. It was a picture of it was OJ's mugshot. So, a lot of people, let's just say this. A lot of people forget about Ron Goldman, and it's all about Nicole Brown. And I didn't understand that, but Ron Goldman also got killed, and it was just a random, we don't even know if they were banging. We don't know if they were banging. I don't know if they were.
I mean, Rob, honestly, I'm a conspiracy theory guy and this and that, but I have not seen actual concrete evidence that that happened. It was just one of those things that I'm assuming OJ just walked in when he wasn't supposed to be there, and then just went.
OJ was already there. So there's an interview. It's a really interesting interview with OJ. It was right after he wrote the "If I Did It" book with if in really small letters.
If I murdered them.
And he went through the whole situation, and he pretty much incriminated himself in that interview.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Let me make my two picks here, and then we'll get back to this OJ conversation. Bryce Young is still available.
Oh,
it is back on the escalator again. We need. We're gonna go ahead and take Bryce Young after ADP.
Just based on the rest of those quarterbacks I just looked at.
And then we'll take receivers later. Oh, Colson Loveland. Let's go. We have Caleb Williams. All right. So in the interview that I was referring to,
right.
And this is how everyone knows, at least the main part happened. He was there, and she answered the door with a knife because she's scared of OJ, right?
Right.
And that pissed him off. And then here up comes Ron Goldman, who factually she called the restaurant. He worked at the restaurant. Her mother left glasses at the restaurant, her reading glasses. So he was just returning. It was pretty close to their house. So he walked over there, returned the glasses, and he comes in, and OJ's already pissed, and he just assumes probably they're banging. Young, good-looking guy. And it's funny.
No, it isn't, but it's fucked up funny. It's God damn it, what the fuck, dude?
But what he said though, which he wouldn't have known, right? He said that if I did a thing, and he's like, well, let's just say this guy gets in a karate stance, I'm gonna fuck with you, fuck you up, and he was he was a black belt, so it's something he probably did. No, but that's not documented.
Getting into the good position, bro.
That was not documented. And, that's probably exactly what happened. And OJ's holding a knife. OJ's a world-class athlete, 6'2", 210. Right. I mean, and only 43 years old. So I mean, you don't lose that juice, as you will. That juice. He had the juice still.
But not pun intended for sure. Yeah, no.
Mouse says this is the easiest draft ever.
What up, Johnny Mouth?
Yeah, I think my team's all right as well. So it is nice not having a million people in here. Usually there's 6 of us in here, and with Jake and with Dakota, me, Mouth, Peanut Punch, who's been in the last couple times, always taking my guys. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but the last time I got pretty upset about his random pick of Mark.
Name, huh?
It's a good name. He picked fucking Mark Andrews when he already had Brock Bowers like ahead of ADP, and I was up next and I had Lamar Jackson. And it just didn't make any sense because he had Aaron Rodgers and Pat Freiermuth. Like, if you have in this draft, if you have Brock Bowers, you're fine with just going Brock Bowers, Pat Freiermuth. Like, that would be fine, honestly. You don't need 3 tight ends. You also don't need Mark Andrews, who blows. I mean, I kind of like him, but it's not like a standalone pick. I
love the way you say he blows. It's like, I mean,
but it's not.
He's
it's
slowing
not
down
ahead of ADP. Ahead of ADP for Mark Andrews is
sure.
not. Like, it wasn't like a value. I just feel like he might have done it just to get a rise out of me, and he got a rise.
Well, Rob, as you and I well know, and Mark Andrews is the perfect character of a player that you and I personally will never touch, but others will happily touch. And you're like, oh, well, thank you. Because not to say he'll be bad, it's just he's slowing down heavily. Injuries have completely fucked him over. And,
Someone take Devontae Adams. God damn it. That would have been cool. We need receivers, though, now, boys. So let's take
Luther.
We're taking Burden. We're just going to go all in on the Bear. Let's take Waddle.
DJ or McConkey. I would do one of those.
I took Waddle.
What?
What, you don't like Jalen Waddle on the Broncos? Ray did not like that pick. I'm never taking Lad McConkey. Gross. This is half PPR. No way. I could have doubled up on Burden. Ray, you're muted now again. I know you must have hit something when you were laughing. Dakota says, Ray, can you please hold Rob accountable for overreacting to LeBron playing 3 playoff games, running out of gas, almost losing to the pathetic Rockets, and then getting swept? Well, he got swept by the best team in basketball that hasn't lost a game in the postseason, and he actually had better numbers than SGA in the series. So the team was trash. Like, Austin Reeves played awful. I don't know. Pretty nice run for a 41-year-old.
Dakota, as much as I love to do these things, Rob is just so and admittedly, you're not wrong to your point. It's just
Dude, he's 41. Like, what the fuck? Kobe Bryant was dead at this age. Just saying. This dude just won a playoff series with no one, with the best 2 players out. His only 2 players.
Well, Rob,
DeAndre Ayton. Let's get out of here with DeAndre Ayton.
Well, hey, real quick, I'll just tell you, my friend, that it's really funny because I'm assuming my phone, Google, AI, whatever bullshit heard me talking about it. But I was on YouTube watching videos, and long story short, because admittedly, Rob, unless I watched them, even if I watched the players, we didn't play. Okay. The point is I take what people who played against said players, especially that middle crowd who played against LeBron and MJ. It's just LeBron he doesn't have that killer instinct. He wants to.
I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that.
Okay, well then I'm sorry. That is a big thing, my friend, and I know
that's why he's not the number one. That's why he's not the best player of all time, right? That's why he's the second best player of all time. Mm-hmm. And having LeBron outside your top 10, the only even Skip Bayless, who is a clown. We don't know if Skip Bayless is a clown. Does shit for just to put out there. He had LeBron at 9, and that's a Skip Bayless take.
Well, how dare you?
I just would never want to be aligned with Skip Bayless. I didn't call Dakota a clown. I said Skip Bayless.
You just said everything that without calling him. I just called you up.
The only person I've seen any rankings that's that low is Skip Bayless, and then now Dakota. Dakota knows ball. He's just punishing. He punishes LeBron for other reasons. I don't know what those are.
Yeah, I punished LeBron, and I'm trying to tell you why I punished LeBron, and you still don't even listen to me when I don't call him.
You had LeBron at 3, though. You had LeBron at 3.
Yeah, I don't like that, but it's just it is what it is. But in reality, if LeBron played again as big as he is, if he played in the 70s, he would get fucked up. 80s fucked up.
Maybe
90s fucked up because if he played the same way he played today, and his whole career we've watched, more importantly the last half end of his career, he would be made an example of. And I think that's what Dakota definitely rails on, and I'm with him to a point. It's just that I've also unfortunately watched the guy play. When I say unfortunate, it's not unfortunate. It's just because he beat D Rose and the fact that the Bulls could have had these three if we would have got rid of Luol Deng. It just kicks me in the nuts because Luol Deng, Rob, if you don't know, I mean, I know I'm pretty damn positive you know this, but everybody listening to us, the Bulls could have had Kobe Bryant back when the rape allegation happened, but the Bulls didn't want to get rid of a young Luol Deng because they believed he could have been better than Kobe. Yeah, good call.
Luol Deng, that is gross.
Yeah, well, Rob, here's the most ball kicker in the whole world. LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh, and Bulls front office people, now that it's long over with, have admitted that if the Bulls could have gotten rid of Luol Deng, that the big three from Miami would have signed with the Bulls. Because they wanted to come to Chicago to play with Thibodeau, Rose, and Noah. And they just needed to have that third max contract slot opened up. That would have been Luol Deng, get rid of him. They didn't do it. And we didn't get the big three. They went to Miami. And Derrick Rose got hurt. And the rest is history. Instead of, Rob, I mean, we all Bulls fans would have come to our pants. A starting five. D Rose, Wade, LeBron, Bosh, Noah. Good luck.
Damn straight.
Good luck.
That would have been a good destination. I guess I did cut you off a few times, but Ray hates LeBron, but he also has LeBron at 3. So I respect that.
I hate him, but I respect him. There's a big difference.
Like even 5, if you want to have him at 5 and punish him for all these things, that's fine. Like I think it's crazy, but it's all opinions anyway. But I still think it's crazy. We're just gonna say it doesn't matter. His stats don't count because
I just don't understand why you don't take any in consideration of his pussiness of his play. His whole career up until when he was a rookie until the 2010 until he left for Miami, he didn't do that. He just became the biggest prima donna.
Calling him a pussy is crazy though, dude. Like,
okay,
yeah,
right.
I guess Jalen Brunson's not even an all-star. He shouldn't even be in the. He's not even a starting player. He's the biggest pussy ever.
Well,
SGA is total pussy.
LeBron had to be carried off the court like a pussy for a fucking cramp.
Dude, he's played 300 playoff games and never missed
carried
a
off
game.
by 3 different players. His whole body off the fucking elevated off the ground. Be carried off. Like, dude, are you kidding? For a cramp? A cramp.
You ever had a cramp? You can't walk. Okay.
I can. Okay, the cramp is in my calf. I don't put pressure on my calf. I can. You and one other Reyes can have me. Like this, Rob, look at me. You're under one fucking shoulder, the other's on the other, and you guys help me off. Not fucking carry me off like I'm Jesus.
Dude, like, cramps are literally, like, if you ever had a Charlie horse in your calf, it's probably the most painful thing I've ever had. Like, and I shattered my entire leg. It's equal to that pain.
So it's worse than an Achilles tear. Got it. Because Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles and walked on the court to go take his free throws, sunk them both, and then walked off the court.
Thank you, Jonathan. Paul Pierce in the fucking wheelchair incident,
Yeah. Okay. We're not talking Paul. Paul Pierce is not even the same stratosphere of the players that we're talking top 10. Paul Pierce is top 50, maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. So, maybe. So don't even, Jonathan, love you, brother, but don't even bring him. Come up with somebody better than Paul Pierce and his wheelchair bullshit, because LeBron, you're not helping Rob's argument, in my opinion.
Scottie Pippen and his back injury. Dakota's gonna love that comment because he hates Scottie Pippen.
All I know is
all right. Let's move on from basketball. And as much as I like talking about LeBron, all it ends up is it just ends up like it's like a virus in this pod of just LeBron James because it's
Rob. It's just
such far ends of the spectrum.
It's funny.
I don't have LeBron at 1. I don't have him at 1. That's the
end
of the story.
But you just don't want to understand any argument against him. So, that's fine. But
Jake, LeBron had so much muscle, no homo, he can easily get cramps.
What about
if I can get him, then that means he definitely can.
What was that last? You skipped completely over the last person. Go back one.
The Paul Pierce comment. That was what that was.
No, there was someone right in the middle that It was a name.
Spoken like a non-athlete.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Jiggle my titties. And you know what? I was a 3-sport athlete, asshole. So fuck yourself. Play rugby against
all
me.
All right. We can take people. We can take trolls, man.
I'm joking, Rob. I'm joking. I was 6-20 as a wrestler. Okay, I was fucking track.
You got 6 wins though.
Yeah, I was
6 wins. Hey, 6 is better than 0.
When Charlie says, "Yeah, he's got the AIDS." Oh no, I don't got the gay AIDS. You know, I'm the one that got it from the woman. You know, you get it from women and men.
I'm the vagina guy. I'm the vagina guy. Anyway, I missed my pick here. I got Jalen Coker and Jalen McMillan, the Jalens, with that pick. My receivers are not sexy, but they're okay.
Wait, whoa. You got Michael Wilson, and you're not saying they're sexy? That was like your sex magnet.
Man, I am cool. Yeah, last year we were able to change our opinions year to year on this program. I still like Michael Wilson, but you know what? Michael Wilson also led all receivers in routes last year, which isn't happening again, right?
Right. Yeah. No.
Oh, GT with a great comment. 3-sport athlete and 3-course meals. Actually, isn't it 4-course meals, Ray?
No, 3. And GT, and you'll fuck yourself.
Ray, you trying to compare the pain of cramps to a professional athlete is a definite in a vacuum statement. Love you, brother. And then we got Derek saying, you got to hear Kobe's trainer talk about the torn Achilles. He offers him a wheelchair as he walks off. Kobe says, fuck ball peers. Is that true?
I know that's probably fake, but you know what? That makes me really happy to vindicate my feelings. So you know what? I'll go with Mr. Free Throw. Fucking,
I think that's true. Shout out Derek. Shout out to Derek.
Hey, come to Chicago. We'll fucking go to Elburn. We'll go in Rob's backyard. We'll grease me up. We'll grease up whoever, and we'll fucking wrestle, and we'll scream it, and you kick my ass, so be it. But if I fucking flop on you,
I'm not wrestling you, Ray.
No, not you. No. Who just? It was God damn it.
I'm going to be out of commission for a while. I think I tore my MCL yesterday golfing.
Really?
My buddy, shout out Alec. I love Alec. My knee's already so fucked. I love my buddy Alec.
Are you serious?
He's 20 years old. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have insurance, but I'm not an MRI. So
no, but
so I'm going to wait.
So like walking wise, what can you do?
It's feeling a little better today, but last night, like after it was 8 hours after it happened, so I heard it pop. He was on kind of a side hill where my ball was. I get out of the cart. He starts moving the cart, so the cart grazes my leg, and I had that my car accident, so my entire leg is just shitty.
Dude, he popped your leg on accident.
No, he like scraped me. The cart scraped me, so I thought he was gonna run me over. So I run my foot over. So I made a sudden movement. I just can't do that with my knee. And I just felt a pop, and then I played 9 holes. We were on it was the 8th hole. We were jumping around a little bit. It was our second round. Sure. So I played 9 holes after that. And I was 1 under when it happened on the 8th hole. And I ended up at 10 over after the 9 holes I played. So I was just like, I couldn't swing. But it felt okay, right? It felt all right. Like it just felt like no stability. And then like after the show last night,
I'm just hoping that it's just a sprain, dude. Because if it's a sprain,
yeah,
it's still
MCL's fine.
It'll
heal in 3 to 5 weeks.
Hey, Derrick Rose was never the same after his little meniscus. I know it's different than your MCL. I'm just saying, without saying, I need you to get.
I need
you to get that hole in one again. All right. I need you some more hole in ones.
Yeah,
more.
I'll take a month off if I have to. All right, we're gonna take Bigsby and probably Emmanuel Wilson. What do I have here? It's a decent running back room, but I don't love it. Yeah, can't take receiver. Let's take Emmanuel Wilson. And then 1 more running back. Yeah, we'll see. So like it was fine. And then I did the show last night for 2.5 hours. I was just sitting here like with it locked, in place because I have it on the bottom of my chair here. And like, dude, I thought it was an ACL, honestly. And then I did a lot of research and I couldn't walk last night. Like I had to crawl over to the couch. And it was so swollen. I'll send you the picture. It's gross. It's already way swollen without an injury because of the surgeries and the fact that it's all metal in there. But like, dude, it's twice the size.
Are you trying to get me hyped up to look at an Alex Smith leg situation, or just looking a little messed up, a little friggity but not a completely torn down, broken down, rebuilt leg of Alex Smith, right? We're
That'll be good. Dakota says, Brother Rob, what is your club head speed? Not very high, man. Like 100, dude. I use regular shafts. I only hit my driver 260, but I hit my irons far. My pitching wedge is 155, 5-iron 210. I just don't carry it. I just don't overswing. Ray's played with me. Last time we played, Ray, I shot, what was it 73?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mr. Free Throw, how many hole in ones do you have? I have 4. I had my 4th one literally a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. One is on a par 4, which almost counts as 2 if you ask me, because it was a 260 yard, but it's uphill. Like you have to carry 60. Super hard hole.
And who was there to witness that?
5 some. Actually, with the best part about that, I was playing with a couple guys that play on the Puerto Rican tour. Like, so I mean, they're not. It's like a mini tour, right? It's essentially think of what the hell is the one?
Was it when you were at Elgin?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I'm saying
they were just trying to make
as
it
you're going
they
with
were
your story,
college kids, super good.
Yeah. No. I just as you're going with your story, I was just like, is this like recent? Because I'm like, who the hell are you golfing like that good if it wasn't at the country club? So that makes sense.
This was 8 or 9 years ago. It was a friend's, my buddy and his dad, and then he had friends that played on the tour. I played awful. I shot 6 with a hole on the par.
So you're up in 3 picks or 4 picks now.
Yep, I got it. Ray, I can multitask a motherfucker.
I know.
No, I don't set my queue in here. I could now, but usually there's so many people in here and they see my queue, they just take my guys, or they potentially could take my guys. I'm on autopilot right here. Thank you for the super Mr. Free Throw. And yeah, 4.
Dude, that's awesome though. So, and when was the first time you actually or what's the age you were like? When I say you like really got into golf, like at least golfing 5 times a year, like middle school.
Yeah, but I really got into golf at 18 when I started working at the club.
No. I get of course. Yeah. When you got to the country club, of course. I'm just more like when you personally get yourself into golf at whatever age range.
Yeah, so it's been 20 years of serious golf, and I don't know, 60 to 80 rounds a year, sometimes 100, but not anymore, man. Golf's expensive as hell. I don't get free golf at a country club anymore. But dude, like for you to be able to do that many rounds for that many years, that just goes so far. Yeah, I played a lifetime of golf, probably about 1,000 rounds, I would say, roughly.
What honestly, what we need to do is we need to go fly down to Jason and fucking golf on his course.
Hey, man, the plan is in a year or 2 or maybe 5, I don't know, whenever this actually works and, I can actually afford to, like, support myself and my wife, just pull my own again from the show. We will do a yearly trip, a Fanatics trip, and then maybe Las Vegas makes a lot of sense. Maybe something more centralized, but like Las Vegas is fun because you can play golf and also it's just a good guy. A guy's
would you be right? Okay, so what time of the year of Vegas would you think like the March Madness, like Thursday, Friday weekend?
That NFL draft would be good. It can't be during football season, obviously. It has to be in the off season.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out.
And that's a good time too because weather there in April is gorgeous. It's low 80s in Vegas in April, and that's what we're looking for. And there, don't rain. So, and Jonathan's already there. Jonathan's like, I'm good for Vegas, bro. Like that's spot.
Jonathan's all about it, bro.
It's nice for me too because I can make a trip to see my family as well. They live in Kingman, which is a 2-hour drive.
Okay,
that's cool. Sure Jonathan knows where that's at.
The only reason I just brought up the March Madness Thursday, Friday weekend is that I've always heard since I was in middle school listening to Sports Talk Radio that like going to Vegas for that March Madness the first round Thursday, Friday is just like, and if you can manage to stay Saturday, Sunday, like the first, second round is just like the greatest shit ever. But the draft,
it's a jungle there, but thing is, Vegas is so dead these days, and it has been for the last 5 to 7 years, but definitely now that even March Madness won't be that crazy. But like in the past, you would never want to go there then because it's a fucking zoo. But now you could probably get away with it. I think the NFL draft would be similar.
I can't remember.
Let's see.
Did you go to any of the drafts in Chicago when they were here? The 2 years in a row?
No, I wouldn't go to a draft. I think it's insane.
All right, everybody. He wants to go to Vegas for a draft, but he didn't want to go to Chicago.
Well, I don't want to go to the actual draft. Like, I want to go to Vegas for the festivities and
then-
I'll watch the draft. But like
I get
sitting there
that.
like it's a concert,
But I'm
I'm not good with that.
It was fun as hell, dude. I went to both. First year,
Were there
I went-
titties? Titties?
No, Rob. There were children there. I'm sorry. As much as I would,
Children can't eat. They see National Geographic, bro. There's titties in there. They're saggy as hell, but
thank you for
orangutan titties,
thank
bro.
you for the Bloodhound Gang reference. And if you didn't even realize you did it, you did. But
Heyo.
yeah, because
we got
they
some
live
stuff.
on here, but dollars and can do it like they do it on Discovery Channel. Remember now.
So
Yeah,
we
know.
need some wide receivers here, and it's not a
Ooh.
lot of good stuff at all.
There's Keon Coleman, man. Hey, there's. I'm saying this jokingly. Man, it's gonna be his year. Man.
This really sucks, but we're gonna
Sure.
take just best player available.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna take a veteran here in Cooper Kupp,
Wits.
and I just don't want to bet on the Eagles here. I'm gonna take Chris Brazzell. As much as I hate Chris Brazzell, you guys know my hate for Chris Brazzell. I have Bryce Young, so I just got to do it. That's just gross. But
I'm just sort of thinking Wicks could possibly. I mean, again, tell me if I'm wrong. You very well may. You didn't draft him. I mean, with AJ Brown, all that's gone. Wouldn't you think he might have at least a?
Oh, he'll have a role for sure. It's just they have Stowers there now. It's gonna be a lot of Barkley. They have Hollywood Brown.
You're right. You're right. I forgot about him. Yeah,
5 games of Hollywood Brown.
No, but Stowers.
Kai Lemon.
Yeah, I mean Lemon too.
I just don't think the passing volume's enough there. And again, I hate Chris Brazzell. I just took him because I have Bryce Young. Jimmy Pop and Bloodhound Gang were formed an hour from me. There's a crazy clip, but they played like a German festival. And actually, I used this cutaway on one of the early pods, just talking about how crazy the Bloodhound Gang were. And the bass player is like the wild man there. He's a big muscular dude, always has his shirt off and always just like pounding whiskey on stage. And Jimmy Pop was always wearing like a hat, like a Yankees hat or something. And he came up to him, and the bass player takes his hat off, takes Jimmy Pop's head off, pisses in the hat, like it's dripping, but it's like a puddle in there. And Jimmy Pop puts it on and does the rest of the show. So that's a Bloodhound Gang, and that was a German show, so you can get away with more shit. But like literally, his dick's out, and like I think it was censored. But either way, the front row people are just seeing his dick, which you can get arrested for. Talk to Jim Morrison about that.
Rob, real quick before you move on to anything, do you think that Bloodhound Gang was influenced by CKY?
Yeah, I'm sure they were. CKY was definitely first, right?
Right.
It's 97, and Bloodhound Gang was probably.
No,
I think CKY was probably 95. They were probably 95.
Right. No, it was definitely. I'll look it up. I mean, to be sure, but I'm damn sure positive that. Because this is what I'm saying. CKY was like that type of, offset weirdness.
Yeah, gimmicky band.
Exactly. Right. 98 active as a CKY.
Damn. So maybe Bloodhound Gang was
maybe
around the same time. I think. What was their first album was probably 97. I think Bloodhound Gang was actually 97.
92
Jesus.
to 20. So
when was the main? When was the big hit though? When was the touch song? When was that? That was probably 97, right? Bad Touch.
99.
Wow.
Dude, sit there for 7 years.
What's going on,
Johnny boy?
Draft grades. We'll start with Mouse team. Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, Michael Penix at quarterback. Again, guys, this is Superflex if you're just tuning in. James Cook, Jajarian Price, Jordan Mason, Isaiah Pacheco, Katron Allen, and Kamani Vidal. Justin Jefferson, George Pickens, Chris Olave, Ladd McConkey. Nice 4. Romeo Doubs, Juwan Jennings, Torrey Horton, and Kayshon Boutte, with Kyle Pitts, Chickaconquo, and Michael Trigg. So Jaden Daniels paired with who do you have with Jaden Daniels? With Chickaconquo. We have Sam Darnold paired with Torrey Horton. And we have Michael Penix with
no one that looks like
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, yeah.
So one stack each. So I like the quarterback room. Honestly, pretty well rounded. A stud, steady guy, and Michael Penix could be your X factor.
What is
I
your
don't like
feeling
having Price.
on,
What's going on?
Penix
What's up?
this year?
It should be Penix. I think their offense will be better with Penix, more upside, but probably safer with Tua because Penix is erratic, man.
No. That's what I'm asking because I feel like because first off, they're both lefties, which is, in my opinion, why they signed Tua. But on top of that, more importantly, I mean, we've seen Tua in action actually running a good offense. It may have been a short time of 6 to 8 weeks, maybe half a year, but it will be very interesting because now it's indoors, it's all controlled.
Right.
The NFC South isn't all that great. Like Tua better fucking show out, and if he doesn't, he'll be a backup.
It'll be Tua. It'll be Tua to start the year. I think it'll be
Right.
Tua just based on the injury, and also they wasn't working last year with Penix, and then Penix will come in when he's fully healthy, week 4, week 5, if Tua's not doing well. Mal says the running back stack with the quarterbacks. I'm not going to count Katron Allen because he's going to catch like 8 passes this year, but Jadarian Price, I'll give you that
What's
one.
his over under
15
for
career
the season?
They don't have that shit
Allen.
out yet, but
Okay.
I don't even know. They probably won't even post that because he's like an RB3.
Okay.
Jadarian Price, 15
just
career
curious.
receptions, but he does have a receiving profile coming out. And then who's the other? Atlanta. You have
Pitts.
2 running back stack. So it's not the most stacked team ever in terms of stacking. I don't love the running back room just because I'm not a Price guy, and I don't like that as a 2. Mason will get some touchdowns, and then after that, you have backups. So running back room is your weakness.
Why are you not a Pierce guy or Price guy? I'm sorry.
Because I don't know why Caleb Johnson was supposed to have 280 touches last year, right? Didn't you hear that? Now he got benched, and this probably isn't going to happen. But it's just why am I not a Price guy? I don't think he's very good. I think that they brought in Emmanuel Wilson, who's fresh. He's good. They like George Helane and Charbonnet will be back. So I think the price is too expensive for me.
Well, and
I see the upside. The upside's huge. Like he's the lead back for the first 10 weeks of the season. Love it. But
I think the second part you said with Emmanuel Wilson not being heavily used in Green Bay, when he was used, he was very good. So I think he's coming in, ready to roll. So I'm with you. I mean, to a point that it might be a little too high.
It's still going to be a backfield split, is I guess my prediction.
Oh, it will be. Yeah.
And Jake says I'm a Price guy, probably related to him. And then he said, "JK, I'm not black." Whoa, dude, you're on the wrong show,
nothing.
Man. We would never say something like that. Holy shit! I am just like, I'm so offended right now. I am just
Jake. Maybe you identify.
Look at this. This is Laurence Olivier and Othello, and this is James Earl Jones. Now look at how close they look.
Look at that! James Earl Jones doing a great blackface.
James Earl Jones has a black face. He's a black man.
He's not black.
Of course he's black.
He was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader was black?
No,
See? Okay, there we go.
Darth Vader was not black. They took the mask off. He was white.
So Ladd McConkey at 92. I'm not a Ladd guy, but Ladd McConkey at 92. Let's go. That's a really good pick as your 4th receiver. The receiver room is an A+. Tight end room is a solid B. Running back room's a D in my mind. The quarterbacks are a B with Jaden Daniels. So I think that would average out to something in the B range just because it doesn't have the most stacks. Jake says, I'm not racist. I have a black friend, or more like a neighbor that I wave to every now and then. I love it. You've seen one in your neighborhood and you give them a wave. That means you're friendly, probably because you're scared of them because you're always wearing a hoodie. And awesome comment, Jake. We appreciate that on the show.
Jake Pierce, or Jake Price, I'm sorry, real quick. I don't know where you're from, but us in the Midwest, you make eye contact with someone. Hey, Rob. Just
hey,
the head.
You do the little head.
What's up?
What up?
What up?
Yeah, he's going full wave though, so he's good.
No,
because he waves. Fine.
Hey, well, wait, we do that in Midwest. Admittedly, Rob, I do that way more than I should ever because apparently, I've talked to Mouth and shit. And he's just like, yeah, we don't do that here in New York. We're like, yeah, it's a Midwest thing. I wait at the 4-way stop sign. I get there early by half a second. I'll wave the person who's late to me. I'm like, yeah, just go. It's fine. And people were like, Wait, you were there before me.
Jake's in Oklahoma, but he's not from Oklahoma. I forget, where'd you say you're originally from, Jake? He said he travels all the time for work. Again, I know all of my community members. And also, real quick, shout out to Jake, the most recent. Jay is the most recent upgrade. He upgraded to be a Fanatic to play in the Dynasty League, but Jake is the most recent joiner of the Patreon, and we appreciate you, Jake. For some reason have you down as
is just growing, my man.
Jake is actually a pro, and Jay is a Fanatic.
No,
We got to
pro,
switch that up. But,
the professional is just
it is. Well, damn straight. Why wouldn't they be? They love this shit. They love this show. Also, here's Helen Hunt. So appreciate everybody in here. If you're interested, you get a lot of good perks, guys. As you guys all know, if you're not in there, professionalfanatics.com, link in the description. Hop on in the Patreon, get in the Discord. It is the place to be.
Wait,
Ray.
It's the place to be.
I can't find it. I these are not in order right now.
It's okay.
I didn't prep these. In PA, you'll get your ass beat for waving if someone threw a 4-way. Follow the fucking rules of the road. God, I wish I had that old clip.
You know what? Yeah, see, Dakota, that's where at least me, I'm probably a sucker for being too nice to people because you know what? The funniest thing in my entire life, and it's not the funniest thing, but for courtesy wise, it may be. It was my birthday. It was literally the day of my birthday. It was January 9th. I think it was 2022 or 2023 during COVID, because I went downtown to see my friends, or they invited me because we went to Fogo de Chao, which is a Brazilian steakhouse down there. There's they're all over the place, and at least in the Chicagoland region, or not all over, but nonetheless, it was in a big tent, Rob, across the street in a parking lot from the actual physical brick, like the building, because it was COVID. And I'll just never forget it. There's 4 or 5 of us, 6 of us total, walking to the front, like the door. And I saw this big group of people coming. I hold the door open. There was probably like 15 to 20 black people who walked out. And we all waited, and they all just filed out. Not one of them said thank you to me. Not one of them looked at me. Nothing. I was just like, all right, yeah, Ray, you now know how this goes, so act accordingly when they act accordingly. And I'm not happy to act that way, but not one person.
You got a B minus from Derek.
Yeah.
What is your grade? What is your grade, Ray, on this team? And then Mouth, what do you have for yourself?
I was thinking B minus to B. I'd say like closer to B, just because I'm not as low on his running backs as you are, but again, there's a lot of questionable, there's a lot of questions at the running back position, so that does go a long way. So I guess, yeah, I'd probably lean more probably to B minus. B minus is a good call. I'll just leave it at that.
Mel says B, so we have something in that range. Let's go to my squad.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot, man.
Matt Stafford way after ADP, and Bryce Young after ADP. Jonathan Taylor, Marion Hampton, Tyrone Tracy, Tank Bigsby, Emmanuel Wilson, and Ray Davis. So this also has, I don't love the running backs, but Hampton is, I think a workhorse. So I do have at least 2 studs. Tracy, I do like too, just as a guy that's going to get some weekly 7 to 8 points and with some upside with the injury there, Scatterbo. Wide receivers, Luther Burden, Jalen Waddle, Michael Wilson, Matthew Golden, Jalen Coker, Jalen McMillan, Cooper Kupp, Chris Brazzell, with Colson Loveland, Sam Laporta, and Terrence Ferguson. So in terms of stacks, we have Caleb stacked with Luther Burden and Colson Loveland. We have Matt Stafford stacked with Terrence Ferguson, and we have Bryce Young with Jalen Coker and fucking Chris Brazzell. That is disgusting. So, tight ends are great. Quarterbacks are great. Wide receivers, not so much. But I do have 8 of them, and they are decently stacked. I went pretty high upside there with Tank Bigsby just for the injury possibility. Emmanuel Wilson will give me some floor, I guess, and Ray Davis is the same as my Tank Bigsby call. So I'm going aggressive here with some of these picks, but I do like the quarterback room, like I said, and tight end room. Sam Laporta, probably a luxury pick. Didn't really need him. Maybe take a wide receiver there is what I'm thinking, but I do love Sam Laporta. I do love Colson Loveland, mostly because I have Caleb Williams. Mouse says A minus. He likes this team. Ray, do you like this team? Chat, what do you guys think?
So, yeah, I do like your team a little bit more than Mouse, just because it's a little more well-rounded. I know not necessarily on the surface, but Rob, if you go look at your receivers, I of course, you don't necessarily have the bona fide, guy, Jamar Chase, Jefferson, etc. But at the same time, I mean, in my opinion, you have a lot of younger guys that are up and coming to like find their role. Like, first off, Jalen McMillan now without Evans. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I had him his rookie season when I won the league, your league, balls deep at one time. I mean, he did well because he made up for Mika Ibuka when he was not doing well. Jalen Coker. I mean, the guy's he's weird because it's like he has good games. He's just young, so I mean, that's a decent flyer, I think. And when I say flyer, like not even a flyer because he's gonna have a starting role. It's just his upside because he's young and growing. And Matthew Golden, I mean, he never showed me anything great, but I mean, he did good in that. He's again, you just have a lot of young guys, man. So the upside may not look, or just the standard, floor, it may not be there, but your upside is way there. So
I have quite a bit of stacks, I guess, is the one plus on this team. And Mr. Freethrow hates the wide receivers. Hard for me to say anything above a B minus. In this, I do tend to neglect wide receiver more in Superflex because you only have to start 2 of them. And in normal puppies and all the other drafts, WrestleMania, you have to start 3 plus a flex. This is 2 plus a flex. So now I don't really have the flex at running back necessarily. I have that more at tight end with Sam Laporta, where Tyron Tracy might be in there. So that's going to be kind of a revolving door, that flex. But this is going to be a lot of times only a 2 wide receiver team most weeks.
Who do you
Michael
feel
Wilson
like that
possibly.
you like just right off the bat after your draft, just off the top of your head, 2 receivers that you feel most confident to start week in and week out?
Obviously, Burden and Waddle, and then Wilson will give me a nice floor, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I took Matthew Golden, McMillan, just because I think those guys are going to be really inconsistent. Guys I'm not going to be about in redraft.
Right.
But in best ball, Matthew Golden's going to catch some deep balls.
Oh, yeah.
And Jalen McMillan is going to be that vertical threat, right? Who else is it? I mean, unless it's Ted Hurst. It might be Ted Hurst, the rookie. But it's not going to be Ibuka. It's definitely not going to be Chris Godwin. And it could be Kate Otten. So McMillan is good. I do like McMillan.
Yeah, I
and
love
Cooper Kupp is bad. I don't know why I picked Cooper Kupp. Maybe he catches a couple touchdowns this year, but I think I had a lot of inconsistent.
What happened
guys.
to him? Did he have a bad injury in his last year or two with the Rams? Was it a knee or something that he just completely lost?
There's a lot of ankle stuff for him. And Cooper Kupp was just too slow, like to begin with. And like it was fine when he was in his prime. And then when he went, he was a 4.6, 4.7 guy. And when you lose a step, now he's a 4.8 guy. And he was also, like, let's be honest, man, Cooper Kupp, as good as he was also tied to Matt Stafford and Sean McVay in we call it the Puka Nacua role now. It was actually the Cooper Kupp role.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Same reason we saw Michael Thomas dominate for those years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Michael Thomas was a very good player, but was Michael Thomas equal to the production he was putting up? Like, no, the production he was putting up is better than Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones. Like, get out of here. And Cooper Kupp's the same mold.
To your point, though, I would say he was better than Cooper Kupp. But to your point, he was
probably because he was
not better than
6'3",
those other guys.
215.
Yeah, he wasn't better than those other guys that you just mentioned, Calvin and Larry, and no, he was not better.
Where I think Puka, I think Puka is a better player than Cooper Kupp, right?
Yes,
like Puka's bigger,
way better blocker,
a little thicker.
Yeah, no, first off, way better blocker just off the bat. He's a better, and honestly, maybe besides just route running, when in Cooper Kupp's prime, everything else he's better about. So yeah, I mean.
God, look at Cooper Kupp. 2 touchdowns last year. That's wild. You'd think he would have had a lot more than that. Sam Darnold had a hell of a year. I think that he could have more because they don't have a lot there. I mean, Torrey Horton is coming off major injury. Rashid Shaheed is not, I don't know, is not an every down player, right? They don't use him as such anyway. Now, maybe they will this year, with Price returning kicks and maybe more Shaheed. I hope so. I do like Shaheed for fantasy.
I was going to say, is he still returning kicks? But you just said Price, so, I mean,
he'll be returning punts. I think Shaheed's returning punts for sure. He's not going to be returning kicks this year. They need him at wide receiver. And Shaheed's never really been the mark of health either. Mouth, shout out Mouth. Thank you, buddy. New Downtown Sports out now. What do you got? NBA stuff? Did you have a guest or just you and Beast? And also, guys, if you have not checked out Downtown Sports, 24 platforms now, including the YouTube. Just search Downtown Sports wherever you find your podcast. It's 1 to 2 shows a week, usually every Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. Those will be released. A lot of real life ball talk. They're not just talking NFL. They're not just talking fantasy. They're all encompassing. So a nice little change up on this show. And it's only 1 or 2 days a week. So easy listen, good listen, dropping some knowledge for you guys. And also, Mouth has his ranks out. He did his top 15 Hey, I'm here. Internet died, so we'll be back tomorrow night, gentlemen. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central. You know the time. Later.